Hey everyone, Ken here. We're coming at you with another lantern video. We're doing something a little different today. In case you haven't noticed, we're back in our basement again. And the reason why we're back in the basement again is because it's like almost freezing in the garage. Yeah, it's pretty cold out there. So this is kind of where we started. This is kind of bringing everything all back. I think we kind of started doing our videos years ago down here. It's actually kind of weird to be sitting down. I'm usually not used to sitting down doing a video. So we'll see how this goes. But as I said, it's going to be something a little different today. And last week we were out antiquing and didn't see a whole lot of things that really, turned me on. But I did see something that I thought was pretty cool. What do you think of that? It's a Delta POWERlite battery reflector lantern, and from what I gather, these things were made from like somewhere around the 30s up until the early 70s. And been seeing a lot of these lately, and I kind of been wanting one for a while, but I've never come across one that was anywhere reasonably priced or in a reasonably good condition. And for some reason, this happened to be sitting on a piece of furniture in one of the antique stores. It was actually like a bedroom dresser. And I just went over to it, had a tag on it. I lifted the tag up, and they wanted $12 whole for this thing. And I picked it up, and I'm thinking it's kind of heavy too. I wonder if the battery is. So of course I turned it on, and it's dead. But yeah, I opened it up. And this is exactly what I saw here. I opened this, I took it off the bottom, and look at that. It's got one of these 6-volt. And I have a couple of other lanterns that have the same battery. They're up in the attic. I have a similar lantern. I'll have to dig out and maybe do a future video on that. But it's actually got a price tag on it of $3.29. And yeah, I mean, it can't be that old because it's still got a barcode on it, but I don't know. I'm guessing what, from mid to late 80s or something. But thing that I did like, look, there's no corrosion anywhere, and not only that, look at the bottom of this thing. Look at the condition that it's in. I mean, I've seen so many of these things come up on eBay. Look, and they're just rusted through. I mean, look at the condition of this thing. This thing is in such great condition, so I had to have it. But I was going to buy a battery for it, and these batteries are rather pricey today. They go from $8 to $10 to $12, whatever, depending on what brand you buy. So I happened to be looking on Amazon. Believe it or not, I caught myself a Black Friday special that I just got, and I was supposed to get this thing at like 1:30 today, and I just got it about an hour ago. I just unboxed it. As you can see, what this is supposed to be a rechargeable 6-volt lantern battery. That also came with the adapter here, and I didn't even charge it. Usually these things have a little charge. So what do you say we go ahead and pop this thing in and see if this thing works? It's got looks like it's got some caps on it here. We'll just get rid of those, and let me just set the bit. I have to see. Now, I took the other one out. I guess there's a center tap and a side tap. I'm gonna have to figure how this thing goes in. I think it matters. I think it matters how it goes in, and it looks like if I put the center there and the side tap there, we'll see what happens. And we'll put this. This looks like it has like 2 pins in it. Yeah, there's a couple of pins here. There's a couple of slots there. I guess if you put it like this, of course, this one is slightly bent. I'm going to have to get my finger in there to bend it back. Okay, yeah, like that. And then a little bit of an 1/8 of a turn. And then, you know how I know this is probably one of the later models because it's got this wheel on it here. I've seen some of the earlier ones have just like a metal slide, But then I guess you just, oh, look at that! Look at that! We got ourselves a light And then if you slide it a little more, oh, look, then they both go on. Look, oh. And then I guess if I go, oh, look at that. It's a blinker. Yeah, look at that. This thing works. This thing works perfectly. You could have two, or you could just have the main light on there. Pretty cool. Well, how cool is that? Actually, I did have to do a little adjustment on it. It's got one of these adjustable, the handle was kind of like all sprung out. It wasn't doing this little clickety click thing. So I did, off camera, I did cheat a little bit. I had to pull this back and press it together a little bit. But yeah, how cool is that? A Delta POWERlite lantern. Yeah, so I figured I'd show that off. And like I said, it's been pretty cold in the garage. I got in the middle of a couple other projects. I got another kerosene lantern that I was going to show off, but it's not quite done just yet. I just had to do the final test and setup on that. I had another leaker, believe it or not. I had it all done and had a little bit of a leaker. So this one was only leaking from the seam though. So a little bit of seal all. I got that one sealing up out there. Possibly next week. I did try. It works fine, but I found out 10 minutes later after I was burning it that it had a really big weep from the seam. It was about a tablespoon of kerosene that came out of it. So, but maybe next time, maybe next week we'll show that one off. So that's, like I said. So, but anyway, I just want to keep the idea out there for everybody that we are doing the New Year's Eve light up again, and I will fill you in with more details as the time gets close. And keep it in mind, you don't have to do it exactly on New Year's Eve. I mean, if you want to, we tend to cheat a little bit sometime, especially if you know, I check the weather forecast. If it's going to be a washout or something, I'll maybe film it a day ahead of time. I try to do mine actually on New Year's Eve, but you know, when it gets close, you guys send in your photos, how you guys normally ring in the new year with your lanterns, and then I'll give you some information on it soon though. But for now, everybody take care. Keep your eyes peeled for another video and for the invite for the New Year's Eve light up. Everybody stay safe, take care, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.